So we're just watching these highs and lows to see how price wants to react to those. So price has just swept these lows on YM, as well as, well, just on YM for now. Possibly going to sweep it on NQ as well. So right after we sweep it, we want to see what happens after that. Okay, we're sinking here on YM. And as we're sinking, we're looking at our fair value gaps. We're marking them to see if price wants to trade into them and then bounce from them, or if price wants to invalidate them. We have this one right here. Let's use a different color so we know it's a fair value gap and not just a high or low. Let's use like blue or something. This right here is the first fair value gap we're looking at, as well as, and there's another one here. So another one down here, and so forth, and so on and so forth. So we want to see what price wants to do here with those fair value gaps. And we've traded into these lows here. We've kind of swept it a little bit on ES. Created equal lows here on NQ. So now what wants to happen? Do we want to inverse this fair value gap that we have here? Because we've had our sweep. We've tapped into a higher time frame fair value gap. A 5-minute fair value gap. But again, let's manage risk properly because we are very high on price. So I could see us retracing further down, but we just have to follow the plan. If we inverse this fair value gap, that is a decent confirmation for us to enter. Because we've swept these lows, we've tapped into this 5-minute fair value gap. So we want to see what happens after that. Well, for now, it's a regular, it's just a fair value gap, but let's see if it wants to get inversed. Once it gets inversed, that is literally our cue to go long. Go for some quick 90 ticks. That is our cue. Remember, manage risk properly, size accordingly. And all the good stuff. We could trade it, we could take it into those highs if we do get the inversion. If we do not, we don't do anything. We still wait. So as you can see here, this is the fair value gap on the 15-minute that I had marked out. On the 15-minute, we've tapped into it. So we could get like a slight retracement back to the upside. I do think we will eventually come to fill these other fair value gaps. But for now, we're just working with what we have. So once we inverse that, that is our cue to long that. Oh, look at that. Okay, we're getting that inversion. Have we gotten it? Okay, we've gotten the inversion. So let's see what happens here. Waiting to see if we want to actually enter. Okay, we're still waiting. No entry yet. Let's see if we want to bounce from that and push back up from that inversion. Push back to the upside. No entries yet. We can come back to inverse it again because we've already inversed it. So now we want to see some follow through. If we don't see it, we don't enter. Okay. And we want to see us respect that inversion. On the close of that candle, we want to see us respect that inversion. We didn't really respect it. Let's take a look at the 5. It does look like on NQ and ES, we do want to actually head back up. So let's just take a look at what YM wants to do. So it's good that we waited and didn't enter right after the inversion, because we would have definitely been cooked. I would have had to set a 40 tick stop, but then see on NQ, pretty much the same thing going on. So if we can come back to that entry, then that would be a decent entry. Let's take a look at the 5. Let's see what the 5 is doing. Okay. So I could really set my entries up here. Could really set like a buy limit up there. Or buy stop. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay, so we just avoided that. We've been able to avoid that. And I think we just want to come back and resweep on ES and NQ. Okay, so we can set our buy limits here, or buy stops. Let's set our buy stop in there. Those buy stops have been triggered. Stop loss right below this level. And now let's see what happens here. What's this thing saying? So first TP can be at those highs, second can be at 90 ticks. So first TP can be at these highs, second can be at 90. I usually like to get my full. How is this thing not triggered? LKP, LKP. Let me see the chat. How many ticks? 90. You've also tapped into a 1 hour iFVG. Okay, nice. Let's see if we can bounce from there. 90 and then possibly more, 100. Let's see if we can actually head to the upside. Behave, YM, come on. Let's head back into that iFVG. Hopefully we can respect it and head back up. Let's trade from that iFVG. Head back up. So this thing really didn't trigger me a while. What do you mean? Yeah, we should be good, yeah. once we break these highs up here, once we break these highs here, we're probably good. LKP, man. Need to break those highs. You guys already know those nearby highs really act like as a resistance. So if we don't break those highs, we could be cooked. But hopefully we break it. LKP, man. Need those highs to get broken through. Okay, we went to sweep more downside on NQ as well as ES. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, those nearby highs act as strong resistance levels. LKP, man. Let's take a look at NQ and everything else. Probably still good, like, let's see, huh? Yeah, we couldn't break through those highs, which is kind of annoying. We still haven't broken through this fair value gap here. The 10 o'clock candle would determine what we want to do. Okay, right. It looks like we want to break through that now. Let's see here. We still haven't broken that. I'm just chopping right now. Yeah, I think it is baiting sellers as well. I think so too. Let's see what happens. Am I break with the magic words? Let's keep pushing. Beautiful. See, NQ has inverse that, so bro, like let's get something here. Like, come on, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, NQ still hasn't broken that actually. Oh yeah. We're probably cooked. Shit. We're probably cooked, man. Yeah, we're cooked. Seriously? Really cooked? Yeah, it's not looking good at all. It looks like we're cooked. Look at NQ like behaving. I don't know, man. It's pretty close to stop loss. It's pretty close. We might be cooked actually. But look at everything else is showing what we needed to do. Everything else is doing what we needed to do, man. Sheesh. We need a miracle to happen here because we're so close. We got stopped out. Yeah, we're cooked. Yeah. Shit. What is this PA? Okay, we got one more trade in us. Let's see what happens. If we don't get anything after 10:15, I'm gonna call it a day today. Just take one loss, call it a day. Friday, bro. We had a banger trade. Yeah, after yeah. But that was on NQ. That was on NQ, and I was trading the 1050 macros. That's why. But on YM usually I don't see a setup present itself after 10:15. We're still chopping. Like, what the hell? We're respecting this fair value gap in NQ. Still haven't invalidated that FVG. Tap back down into that 15-minute. And with how we're chopping, I don't even want to force anything. Like, if we don't get it by 10:15, I'm just going to call it a day because I don't want to stay too long on the charts trying to force something. But hopefully we can get something here. Back to the upside, maybe. Possibly. Yeah, look at that. Okay, we're finally doing something. So yeah, if we get this inversion, I'm going to try it again. If we get this inversion, I'm going to try it one more time. One more trade for today. And then boom, that gives us 95 at those highs. So we've broken through these highs on NQ, so I think we can go now. I think we can go. But YM is just probably stalling a little bit. But yeah, on NQ, we got the inversion, and now it looks like we want to head at least to these highs here. So let's see if we can do the same on YM. ES is also following NQ. But on ES, we haven't broken these highs. Yeah, so we're just seeing, we got the inversion. We'll try it again. If not, we'll call it a day. We do, then it means we want to continue spooling to the downside. Look at the 5. Still in this 15-minute iFVG. No, we're not in. We're not in. We took our first trade. It was a loss, so now we're waiting to see if we can see any new setups. Yeah, the first trade was a loss. So we want to see if we can get like a re-entry back to the upside because everything else is behaving except YM. We want to see if it gives us another entry to go long. If not, we could. I'm perfectly fine with taking a one R loss. At least it's not too bad. I know we're gonna get it back throughout the week, so we're trading YM. We're trading YM. Chopping today though. Hella choppy, I know, right? It's 10:15. Sheesh. Let's see if we could get that inversion and it looks nice because we're at the lows. Like that, an inversion will look pretty nice because we've tapped back into this 15-minute. We still haven't invalidated it. So if we want to bounce from here, I want to see that iFVG give us that signal to bounce back up. And also NQ and ES is also creating, looking like it wants to push back to the upside. So let's just see. We can redeem ourselves. I think it's gonna want to turn it into an iFVG. So last trade for the day. Okay. Like we want to head up, bro. Like this thing just wanted to stop us out, man. Okay, this looks pretty nice. Bounce into that 15-minute. So I just need that iFVG, man, to give us that entry signal. If we don't get it, we don't do anything. I'm giving it till 10:20. Like, shit is choppy as hell. Yeah, price action is shit today, man. Tapping back into this here on NQ. We keep respecting this FVG. Like, we just need buyers to take over. Chop season, bro. Fuck. We haven't moved anywhere, bro. Like, we haven't moved anywhere. We haven't moved anywhere all day. Like, what the hell? We're almost 1 hour into the trading session and we literally haven't done anything. Look at this. We literally have not done anything. We've been in this fucking 150 tick range. We haven't done anything. Tap back into that iFVG. I mean, honestly, after a great week last week, I kind of expected us to at least have some sort of difficulty in the first couple. Nah, probably just today. I don't think it's gonna be like that throughout the week. Okay. If we continue to head down, I'm not interested in this trade at all. I'm gonna call it a day. Once we break these lows, I'm just done. Once we break these lows here, I'm completely chilling. Damn, chop central, bro. Guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Yeah. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna call it a day. It's not looking like, I don't like when price action just does this weird shit. Let's call it a day. It's just 1 hour, but we're gonna make it back throughout the week, so that's not a problem. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm not interested in the downside. I'm really not. So I'm not gonna force anything. Just gonna call it a day. How much did I lose? Let me see across all my accounts. Let me see. I lost 6.6K across all my accounts. It's cool though. We'll make it back. We'll make it back. I'll make it back for sure. Yeah, it's cool though. It happens. Like, kind of expected us to have a tough time after having such a great week last week. So take this 1 hour loss, call it a day. We come back tomorrow, and hopefully price action is better. So that's that, guys. I'm done for today. I'm not trying to force anything. I'm not trying to, we have to manage risk properly. And if conditions are not presenting themselves, if we're not seeing good conditions, we shouldn't overtrade. We shouldn't try to force anything. So as you can see clearly here, we're not in the best condition right now. So ES has been chopping all day for 1 hour straight, and Q has been chopping 1 hour straight. So even if price decides to just shoot up randomly later in the day, we have to stay consistent in how we manage risk. So I'm done for today, guys. Hope you guys, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we're gonna kill it for the rest of the week. Today was just a small hiccup, but I'm sure the rest of the week is gonna be better. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, if you got some sort of value from this video, go down there in the comments and let me know any feedback you have on this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like. This video does not cost anything. I would much appreciate it if you guys can subscribe and you guys can like this video. It helps a lot with this channel and pushes it to more traders so they can get value as well from these videos. See you guys on the next video. Peace out.